Computers, despite being a very recent invention in our history, aren't actually as new as you might think they are. Well, that really depends on how you think of the word computer. See, the word computer, as it implies, means to compute, as in to give a response to an input such as an equation or a worded question, much like how we Google things on Google. So, things like calculators can be considered computers in this context, because you put in an input and it gives you an output. But this can also include things like an ancient relic found off the shores of Greece, which would in time be known as the world's oldest computer. The Antikythera Mechanism, often referred to as the world's oldest analog computer, was discovered in 1901 by Demetrius Nodos, a diver who was diving off the coastline of Antikythera, a small Greek island. The divers had stumbled upon an ancient shipwreck dating back to the 1st or 2nd century BCE, filled to the brim with treasures such as statues, jewelry, and pottery, many of which are interesting in their own right. But the most astonishing find was a heavily corroded, encrusted lump of metal that, upon closer inspection, revealed very intricate gears and inscriptions. At first, archaeologists did not fully understand the significance of the device. It was only decades later, through advancements in imaging technology and persistent research, that its true nature of a sophisticated astronomical calculator was understood. The importance of the Antikythera mechanism cannot be overstated. It challenges our understanding of technological development in the ancient world, and it highlights the extraordinary ingenuity of Roman engineers. Scientists were able to make a 3D recreation of what this mechanism would have looked like when it was made. Being made of mostly gold with ornate details that really makes it stand out for such an ancient device. The device predates any other comparable invention by over 1,000 years, suggesting that the ancient civilizations had a much deeper understanding of complex gearing systems than we previously believed. The machine was meant to simulate the stars on its front face. If the gear was turned, so were the gold makings that represented the known planets and stars. This input, being the date represented by the turning of the gear, and the output of what position the celestial bodies would be in, is what makes this machine the first computer, as it computes the position of several stars and planets, thus the input and output. Scholars believe that the mechanism was likely influenced by the work of Greco-Roman mathematicians, such as Hipparchus, and it demonstrates an advanced grasp of astronomy, mechanics, and mathematics. This discovery has rewritten Greco-Roman history by proving that technology existed long before the medieval period, altering our perception of ancient people and how smart they were in antiquity. The machine, despite being found near a Greek island, is likely to be of Roman origin, as the supposed date of its construction would have placed it well within the existence of the Roman Empire, who had conquered much of the Mediterranean and ancient Greece. Being made of bronze and originally housed in a wooden casting, it contained over 30 interlocking gears that worked together to predict astronomical positions and eclipses decades in advance. But let's actually take a closer look at how the machine operated. The front dial displayed the movements of the sun and moon through the zodiac, while a smaller dial calculated the lunar phase. A more advanced feature was its ability to account for the irregular motion of the moon due to its elliptical orbit, something only fully understandable in early modern times. The back of the device contained two spiral dials that tracked the Metonic cycle, or a 19-year-old cycle important to the calendar for synchronization, and the Saros cycle, used for predicting eclipses. Additionally, researchers believe that it may have had other mechanisms helping it to compute these outputs, though sadly, many parts of the device remain missing or are too damaged to analyze conclusively. The inscriptions suggest that it was not only a practical tool, but also an educational instrument, used to teach about celestial mechanics and timekeeping. The discovery of the Antikythera mechanism continues to inspire and research our historians today. Advanced imaging techniques such as X-ray and tomography have revealed previously unseen inscriptions, offering new insights into its functions and possible origins. Some scholars believe that it might have been built in Rhodes, a hub for astronomical knowledge in the ancient Greco-Roman world, while others hypothesize that similar devices might have existed but were lost to time. After all, this was only found recently. The machine was likely commissioned by a wealthy Roman aristocrat in Roman society, or perhaps an institution meant to help teach students at the Empire's ancient schools. The mechanism remains a testament to the brilliance of ancient engineers and serves a reminder of how much knowledge from the past has been forgotten or remains undiscovered. As studies continue, the Antikythera Mechanism stands as a symbol of the incredible ingenuity of ancient civilizations and a bridge between antiquity and our modern advancements. If you enjoyed this video, then consider giving the video a like and subscribing, as your support is very much appreciated. But with all that being said, thank you for watching.